Do you ever lay in bed at night staring at the ceiling, thinking about that awkward comment you made 5 years ago? Or about how if you had just made a few decisions differently, your whole life would be so much better today? Our minds often race, bouncing from one thought to another. It can be exhausting. But here's the thing, a restless mind isn't something you're stuck with. Like any muscle in the body, it's something you can train, something you can master. Today we're going to talk about the ancient philosophy of Stoicism and how it can help you take back control and finally calm your restless mind. Most people think the key to peace is to stop their thoughts completely. They try to fight them, to push them away, but the reality is, you can't control that first thought, the intrusive worry, the self-doubt, the regret. But what you can control is what happens next. Do you feed the thought, let it spiral, or do you just let it pass? Marcus Aurelius, once the most powerful man in the world, had the same relentless thoughts. His mind worried about responsibilities, about death, about betrayal, but instead of fighting those thoughts, he wrote to himself. You have the power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. All sorts of thoughts will come and that's fine, let them, but you don't have to entertain them. Imagine them as clouds, drifting in, drifting out. The mistake people make is chasing them, feeding them. This is where meditation and mindfulness come in. Meditation isn't about silencing thoughts completely, but learning to observe them without attachment. Try sitting in a quiet place and observing your thoughts without reacting, like leaves floating down a stream, just let them pass. Another common form of meditation is focusing on the breath. The goal is to focus your mind on one specific thing and hold it there, which is why listening to rain, sound healing frequencies, or just any calming noise is also a popular meditation method. But as we don't always have access to these things, putting all our focus on the breath is a usual go-to. Your mind will wander, and that's okay. Just gently bring it back to the breath without judgment, and over time you will start to see improvements. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic teachers, said, "Some things are up to us and some things are not." Most of what makes your mind restless is outside of your control. The past, not up to you. The opinions of others, not up to you. What happens tomorrow? You know where I'm going with this. But how you respond, that is totally up to you. Imagine carrying 2 heavy suitcases everywhere you go. One's filled with past regret, the other packed with worries about the future. Wouldn't it feel great to just set them down? You have that power. Just remind yourself daily to let go of what isn't yours to carry. One simple practice for this is a control check-in. Throughout your day when you feel anxious, just identify what's causing it and literally ask yourself, is this something I can control? And if not, let it go. Put it in the bin. See you later. And if it is something you can control, take action. If you want to calm your mind, you need to practice being present, because a restless mind is almost always a distracted mind. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." When was the last time you truly focused on what you were doing? Not thinking about what's next, not replaying what happened earlier, but truly being in the moment. The next time you drink coffee, actually taste it. The next time you walk outside, actually feel the air on your skin. The next time you talk to someone, actually listen to them, not just waiting your turn to speak. The mind wants to run ahead, and when it does, just like in meditation, gently bring it back without judgment. And as you continue to do this, you'll strengthen that muscle that we call the brain, and eventually presence will become a habit. Another technique is called single tasking. So in our modern world, we pride ourselves on multitasking, right? But that only scatters our attention. Instead, try to focus on one thing at a time. There's a reason Marcus Aurelius wrote Meditations. It wasn't a book meant for the world. It was a way for him to process his own thoughts, to calm his restless mind. There's something really powerful about putting words on paper. Where in our heads we often don't have actual conversations with ourselves. Words do come in and out, but they often don't string together. We just kind of scan things. So the art of actually writing things down allows us to articulate our thoughts and bring clarity to them that we initially wouldn't have had. I use this framework to tackle some of the biggest and most difficult decisions I've had in my own life, and you can too. Try it before bed sometimes. Write down your racing thoughts in detail, and whether you reach a desired conclusion or not, I guarantee you'll feel better. You don't have to keep everything in your head, just let the paper hold it instead. Another useful practice, which you want to be doing daily, is gratitude journaling. Instead of focusing on anxieties, write down 3 things that you're actually grateful for each night. This shifts your mindset away from stress and towards appreciation. One of the most underrated skills in today's world is the ability to be still. We check our phones the moment we feel boredom creeping in, we fill every empty second with noise, but stillness, that's where clarity comes from. Try sitting in silence for a few minutes a day. No distractions, no scrolling, just you and your breath. At first, your mind will resist. It will throw everything it has at you. Reminders, worries, to-do lists. But if you persevere it and sit through it, something incredible happens. The mind settles. And in that stillness, you find peace. Seneca recommended time spent in solitude, to reflect on life. This can be a walk in nature, time spent in meditation, or simply a quiet moment in your home without distractions. A restless mind is not a curse, it's a challenge, a muscle that can be trained. And the Stoics, who lived through war, exile, betrayal, and a lot of loss, show us that peace is possible, no matter the circumstances. So next time your mind races, remember, let thoughts come and go. Ask, is this in my control? Be present. Write it out and embrace stillness. Peace is not something that you find, it's something that you practice. And you can start right now. Getting the reps in and practicing daily is the key. The more you apply them, the stronger your ability to calm your mind will become. Just like any skill, it takes patience and effort, but the reward is a mind that's steady, focused, and at peace. If you enjoyed this video, there's a good chance you'll also vibe with the one I'm about to show on screen. Thanks for watching, and until next time, hasta luego.